Hello everyone, sorry, alright, I'm not going to waste any time, sorry. Right now the police is going all over the place. A lot of people have come out on the street late tonight to... What I believe is going on is that there was... Because the Chinese university has been under siege by the police the whole day, for days already. People have come to the police, to the streets to disperse the police, to make them thinner. And wait, they're arresting someone up here, top left. They're harassing him, pointing. Who is he? Who is this person? He has a credential. Is this a legislative councillor? They're pepper spraying him. They're pepper spraying him. And they're pepper spraying him. They're beating him up and pepper spraying him. Who is this person? He's completely pepper sprayed. And they just let him go. So they didn't even arrest him. So, guys, I'm trying to see what's going on in the Chinese university at the same time that... But does anyone has any live stream about Chinese university? I can't find anything right now here. But we're seeing images from Mongkok, Taipo, Prince Edward. There's also a lot of things going on in Samsoipo. They're firing more and more tear gas in Mongkok. I am so sorry. I was actually planning to take a free day today. I was not planning on streaming because I'm just... Maybe my body had too much with the previous live streams. So I was planning to not live stream today. But after seeing all the chaos, I couldn't stand idle. I couldn't just like stay there doing nothing. So I decided to start the live stream now at this hour. On CC has it? Yeah, there is some video on OCC. Thanks, you're right. I didn't realize. Down here, bottom left, guys, on the right hand side of the bottom left screen. Let me zoom in a little bit there. Not this one. So from what I'm understanding is that people, the freedom fighters are asking people to come out to the streets and go to help um, the the demonstrators, especially in Chinese university. If anyone lives in Hong Kong, people are saying, the demonstrators are saying, please come out to help. Please come out to distract the police, is what they're saying in social medias. Especially regarding the situation in the Chinese university. So even if they were saying that even if you can just come to the streets and gather on the sidewalks, that if that can call the attention of the police, that would help. That's what some of the freedom fighters are saying online. So for those of you who don't know, the images from what was happening in Chinese university were horrible. It was horrible. It was like a battlefield. It was like seeing images from Tiananmen Square. The students were in like, it was a cloud of tear gas so big that you couldn't even like find a way out of it. You wouldn't know if you were running inside, like towards the middle of the cloud, or if you were going out of it. It was horrible, and people, if they did not have masks, people could have easily died in those clouds of tear gas. The police, I don't know exactly the number of tear gas rounds were fired to the students, who, by the way, were in their university campus. The police was not supposed to go there. The police went anyways. You can find videos of what's going on, but it was hell. It felt like hell. The students were being shot with rubber bullets, with tear gas directly hitting not only students but reporters. And from my understanding, the students at the let me read the message I got. I'm gonna read a message that I got is circulating online. Give me a second. So the message reads, SOS from Hong Kong. Let me put it on the screen so that you can read too. Here. SOS from Hong Kong. Hong Kong Chinese University, HKCU, is under siege by the Hong Kong police force. The reason behind this is they managed to take over. If they manage to take over the HKCU, they will have access to Hong Kong Internet Exchange, HKIX, which is located within HKCU. The HKIX serves as a hub to 99% of the messages that are sent and received through the internet in Hong Kong. If the HKCU is fallen, every Hong Konger's messages will be monitored by the Communist China and the puppet Hong Kong government. With China AI, millions of Hong Kongers will be sought out, arrested, raped, have livers and kidney harvested, etc. We will be vanished without a trace afterwards, systematically. Wait. Come on. There it is. Yeah, I'm stuck at this. Not you. So sorry. We Hong Kongers are in the front line of the battle between the free world and that of the communist tyranny. Yet the rest of the world is just sitting back, relaxed, watching and doing nothing except having popcorns, When you see this message, please at least share it. Don't let our youngsters fight alone. We're in grave danger, and it is time for the UN and the world to intervene immediately. That's what this message that was circulating online is saying. Wait a second, what happened here? Oh, there it is. So basically what I understand is that in the Chinese university there is this hub for internet to basically not have to reroute all the connections to other servers around the world, but do it within Hong Kong. And if the police gets access to it, that would be very, very bad for the privacy of the people of Hong Kong, which of course could be used with evil intent by the police and the government. But anyways, disregarding any reason or anything, any message that is circulating, the fact is that the police, the Hong Kong police, were trying to murder, genocide the students of the Chinese university. They were trying to murder them, just basically poison them to death with clouds of tear gas non-stop for hours, the whole afternoon, the whole day. Give me a second while I collect the videos of what is going on in the, or what happened today in the university. If you have those videos, please put them in the Hong Kong brutality report. All right, here is a tweet, a message in our Discord server by Jenny for me. I'm just gonna show you the Twitter. So here is the tweet. Let me zoom this out. The Chinese university has turned into a war zone. I was there to witness a protester who was writing a letter of last will and testament. He told me that he would fight until his last breath to safeguard the campus. Please protect the students. The Chinese university is one of the largest campus. It has one of the largest campus in Hong Kong, I believe. Give me a second. I'm collecting more footage. If you guys have more footage, please send it to me through Discord. Another tweet here by Jesse Pang. Multiple students got injured tonight. So actually we're seeing a lot of students being brought into this fitness room where they were being treated. I was watching the live streams and they were just being brought one after one. Students and reporters coming in with injuries from rubber bullets, tear gas directly hitting them. Some of them simply collapsing from all the tear gas. Here is another tweet. Ezra Chung. Live. Number of injuries is so enormous, counting becomes impossible. This part of Chinese university seems to have become like a purgatory that protesters are aware they can't hide nor retreat as they need to safeguard their school from police encroachment. Hong Kong protest. This is an image that we see repeated through the whole day. People being taken away to safety as the brave students continue to hold the front of the school because they don't want it to go under control of the police. Here's what I was talking about earlier. Hong Kong Internet Exchange. It's an internet exchange point in Hong Kong. The cooperative project is initiated by the Information Technology Service Center of the Chinese University of Hong Kong, providing the service free of charge. It is now operated by the HKIX Limited, a wholly owned subsidiary of the CUHK Foundation. The aim of the HKIX is to connect internet service providers in Hong Kong so that intra-Hong Kong traffic can be exchanged locally without routing through the US or other countries. 99% internet interaction in Hong Kong goes through the center, and it acts as the Hong Kong's network backbone. According to Cloudflare, it is the largest internet exchange point in Asia. This is how the students were being under siege. They were fighting for their lives. I mean, putting their lives on the line to protect the campus. Most of these students have already written their testaments. How do you call that? Your last will in letters. and this was later. At the beginning, it was you couldn't see where the tear gas uh, was coming from or ending. Here's another Twitter by, I think it's a reporter. So Stan News HK reporter said the space in between is full of smoke now, but you can hear non-stop firing of tear gas. Students are using umbrellas to make a defense line and throw petrol bombs in return. That was what was happening today in Chinese University of Hong Kong. And of course, the police was also brutally arresting students within the premises of the university. They were brutally arresting students. They were beating them and beating the reporters as well. Is dragging someone on the floor like that a kind of torture? They were just dragging them across the whole campus. They were stepping on them. All these tweets that I'm showing, you can find the links to them in our Discord server in the brutality report channel. I'm just opening the links from there. Right now the situation I see some people asking what is the situation now in Chinese University of Hong Kong. It seems that it's like not stopped, but it has it's like in the eye of the storm, you know, when like everything just stops for a while and you know what is going to happen next. That is the current situation right now. You see people gathered here, but they're still sitting in the premises of the university. The police has said that they're going to leave, but guys, can we really believe anything that the police say? Now, there's efforts of people around different districts in Hong Kong to set up roadblocks so that the police will be distracted or not distracted, but thin out, so that they have to deploy forces around different districts in Hong Kong. Here's another tweet. Police tear gas everyone at Chinese University of Hong Kong, including the VC Rocky Tuen. Looks like things are back on, stupid cops. Here are some images. Here are some images. This is not all of it, of course. This is not all of it, but just some images of all the shells collected in some period of time during the day. It was like when I was watching the live stream, I could not believe the amount of tear gas that was being fired non-stop. Even though the cloud was already everywhere, they would keep putting more and more tear gas in. So again, here's something that I think I should be showing everyone. So basically, there is a list of the Consulate General Emergency Assistance in Hong Kong. Wait a second. He's saying that this is a football court in the university, and he's saying that there is a lot of people still here. A lot of people, a lot of people. He repeated it twice. A lot of people here in the football field. So I was talking about this, the Consulate General Emergency Assistance. This is a list with different countries. If you are in Hong Kong, call your Consulate General and ask them to save the students in the Chinese University of Hong Kong. So I don't need to show the number here. I'm sure you can Google your Consulate General in Hong Kong and call them. Bien Tyler is saying that 2,356 tear gas canisters were fired at the city at the Chinese University of Hong Kong only today. Oh my God, that's like the first 2 to 3 months of tear gas. That, or like, how much is that in one day in Chinese university? If that's not attempted murder, I don't know what it is. You're trying to, with that amount of tear gas, I don't know, how can that be acceptable? Just thinking of like 1,000 rounds of tear gas against unarmed students, I think it's already unacceptable. We're talking over 2,000 at students who were in the campus. Alright, the students are starting to throw Molotov petrol bombs back at the police, but they couldn't even reach the police with these Molotovs. The police was just flooding the campus, and this was, of course, after the police escalated all the violence. And as we know, the students are not going to retreat from the campus because they are very concerned about the internet exchange point. They don't want to give it to the police, so they're willing to sacrifice their lives for it. Yeah, guys. Also, I beg you, please tell the people in your countries, in your cities, to organize, to make petitions, to talk for what is happening in Hong Kong, to stand against the CCP. Ask for sanctions for the Hong Kong government. Ask for sanctions for the misconducts of the police, for the systematic human rights violations that are occurring in Hong Kong. Please talk to your local governments, to your local authorities, talk to your communities. That can help us a lot, really, really a lot. It can really make a difference. Thank you, Bien Tyler, for the information. Bien Tyler is saying 51 people injured today, aged from 10 months old. So a baby was injured, a 10-month-old baby was injured, and up to 81 years old. One person is severely injured. Also, there is another thing I want to point out. The police today attacked a pregnant woman. The police assaulted and attacked a pregnant woman. I'm going to show you the video from Black Head Down, Fight for Freedom, Black Head Down. I hope you have already subscribed to them. If you haven't, please go subscribe there right now so you can see this video and all kind of videos denouncing the human rights violations going on in Hong Kong. So here's the video. We hear the police yelling, go away, cockroach, die, go die, cockroach. And this woman, who was not a threat, gets pepper sprayed directly on her face from like 20 centimeters away. And pepper spray one more time. She was recording. And she wipes her face and then throws the tissue at him. She was throwing the excess of pepper sprays from her hands, throwing it back at the police, when another police, I want to say criminal terrorist, I'm not going to call them police anymore, another criminal terrorist come with another pepper spray can and start pepper spraying this pregnant woman, and then pull her and push her against the ground, unguessed, against her belly. She's pregnant. Everyone knew she was pregnant. Like, I mean, they don't even treat, like, how we're talking about this terrorist organization. The criminal who stabbed 4 people and beat someone's ear off did not even get handcuffed. He did not even get handcuffed, not restrained, nothing. And they're treating a pregnant woman like this. So now they're firing again. This is Taipo. They're firing volley after volley of tear gas, non-stop. They just want to kill everyone by tear gas poisoning. They want to kill the entire city with tear gas poisoning, apparently. Bien Tyler is saying in the comments, today a truck driver was badly burned and bleeding from his head after a tear gas canister shot straight through his front window. The canister later burned down his entire truck. Oh my god. Brian Tam is saying the police made deals and promised to retreat, but lied 4 times today in the Chinese University of Hong Kong, and kept attacking even after promising to retreat. Please boycott China and companies that kowtow to the CCP. Guys, I'm going to say thank you to all the contributors very soon. I'm reading a lot of things right now, but yeah, please wait for a second. Thank you all so much for supporting this channel. I'm getting messages that in Yunlong and Foshan there is groups of white t-shirts holding knives and weapons. So everyone, please be careful and tell friends about Yunlong and Foshan to be careful with the white t-shirts. Bill Loin, wait, did something happen to Noam Chinaski? Do you know anything about Noam? So right now we're getting the images from Typo. Wait, they're someone is putting his hands up and trying to talk to the police. Alright, that person left in his bike. So here in Mongkok, we see people setting more roadblocks to, as I said earlier, since a quick summary of the day, the Chinese University of Hong Kong has been under siege. Apparently more than 2,300 tear gas bombs have been fired by the police in the Chinese university. The students are protecting their campus. They're holding their ground. Most of them have already written their last wills in their letters because they're willing to risk their lives to protect their campus. The police were clearly intending to kill all the students by flooding it completely for hours during the day and shooting thousands of rubber bullets and other kind of ammunition too. Dozens of injured, reporters included, and from what I read in the comments, even a 10-month-old baby and an 81-year-old person were injured. Other universities were under siege as well. Apparently, the CTU, City University, was also under siege. I'm not exactly sure of the details of other universities. If you guys could provide more details, I could talk about them. But anyways, it was the whole day. Horrible images. It looked like a war zone. It looked like a battlefield, and the police lied 4 times that they were going to retreat, but they continued to attack the students in the campus. And now, at night, a lot of people started to come out to set roadblocks around different districts in Hong Kong in order to thin out the police that was sieging the universities, in order to force the police to reallocate their I was going to say human resources, but I forgot they have no humans, only criminal terrorists. Six times. 92 6 times. 6 times the police lied and then they continued to attack. Guys, yeah, if you see someone trying to frame me, trying to pretend to be me with another account and posting things over the internet, please tell the people in that live chat and also report them. If you see that in a live chat, please tell everyone that Chili Lucas is fake. Please report it. Please report his account. Alright, so here we see images from the Chinese university. Here you can see that people are still there. There's still a lot of people, but they're like waiting to see what happens next. It doesn't seem like things finished or cooled down, but they're just waiting to see what happens next. Also here images from Mongkok, the Chinese University of Hong Kong here. And I think this is typo up down on bottom right. And up here is Mongkok as well. Li Yan, everyone is going to die one day. Chan Aries, oh my god, correction department will also have some people join the... What? Really? Jetsam, I can't understand your comment really clearly. Can you rephrase it, please? Now, guys, give me a second to say thank you to the contributors. Thank you so much for your contributions. Stephen Lau, thank you so much. Tyler Lantau said, keep safe, everyone pray for Hong Kong, thank you so much. Liberty Square, thank you. Liberty Square said, thank you for the stream today, I hope you get some rest. I hope I'm the first of many super chats. Thank you so much, Liberty Square. Ezra Man, thank you so much for your contribution. Brian Tam, thank you so much. Vivian Lau, thank you. Vivian Lau is saying, thank you, Lucas, for connecting us to Hong Kong from abroad. Stay safe. Thank you so much, Vivian. And thank you everyone else. And thank you everyone who is watching right now. To be honest, guys, I was not going to live stream today, but after seeing all the chaos that was being wreaked by the Hong Kong police, the terrorist organization of the Hong Kong police, I just couldn't stand there. I couldn't just watch what was happening. I had to do something. Goodbye, Gobi. Thank you so much for being here. Andrew Wilson, thank you so much as well. Support from the USA. Never give up. Thank you so much, Andrew Wilson. Uh, 92 Taigu Lecture, please send it in our Discord server if you can. Or type the link and replace the dots with the word dot or something like that, so that I can copy and paste the link and take a look at it. Kelly Gurung is saying, is anyone going to talk about the dead bodies that are constantly being found? Yes, I just want to point out that I usually point out a fireman has stated in a report some time ago, some weeks ago, that in the past few months more dead bodies have been found on the sea than in the last 10 years here in Hong Kong. Also, very mysterious suicides um, quote unquote suicides. The police is calling them suicides, but they're actually very mysterious deaths, very suspicious ones. They just get covered up by the police. They say immediately, nope, this is just a normal suicide, nothing to investigate here. They take the body, they don't reveal any details, and they cremate the bodies very soon afterwards. USC Brewing, good morning, Total Chaos Day 3, Tiole Lomo Popo. And yeah, I read your comment and something exploded here. And people cheered at the explosion here in Mongkok. This is a Bank of China, by the way. Yeah, I don't know I don't know until what time things are going to go on tonight, because today actually it feels so much different from other days. After everything that happened in the weekend and on Monday, we saw a huge escalation on violence by the police on Monday, and yesterday, today, the whole day, the police just sieging university students with the intent to kill them all. It's absolutely horrible, and it feels that things are taking one more turn here in Hong Kong. Daniel Reinhardt, thank you for your contribution. And Daniel is saying, just for your information, the international news is turning against the protest since the guy was set on fire. Things look grim on the press front. Thank you so much, Daniel, for telling us that. I think if the reporters are like going against the movement after one guy put another guy on fire, I think it's very stupid, because one person cannot represent a whole movement, a whole society. There always has been people who act unlawfully, and that's why we have a judicial system, and he's going to get punished by the police if found, and by the judicial system as well. However, I want to tell this to all the press around the world who are criticizing the movement because one person set fire to another person. You cannot judge a society based on an individual, but you can judge, and you should judge, an institution, in this case the government and the Hong Kong police force. You can judge them based on their representatives. The Hong Kong police officers, they are representing the institution, and especially when there is no accountability for them, it talks how low and how important and bad the situation is when there's representatives of an institution that is supposed to uphold the law, to make sure that the law is not broken, and they have very high standards of conduct. When they break the law and have no accountability, that is a huge problem, and it's not comparable with one individual setting another individual on fire or anything like that. Those things are not representative of the movement. So again, Daniel Reinhardt, my rant was not against you, by the way. I thank you for pointing that out. I'm just talking, I'm addressing this to the international press, who are you're mentioning in your comment. I saw an interview the other day, a guy saying like, but the protesters are getting so violent. He was just trying to push that agenda. I don't know if he believes, or his company believe, that by pushing violence of the protesters, he's going to sell more, or he's trying to kowtow to China. I don't know what he's thinking about, but he cannot label a whole movement of millions of people who have been absolutely peaceful because of the actions of few. Daisy saying that not only the Chinese university was under attack, but also CTU and PolyU. They threw so much tear gas, rubber bullets, and attacked a secondary school as well. Oh my god. I hope the students are all well. I know many students have been injured today and in the previous days, in the past few days. A lot of students injured for protecting their rights. These people, guys, these people are fighting for because they see no life, no other like way of living if they don't fight. They know what the CCP is capable of, and they cannot see a future if things go the way the CCP wants them to go. Steve W, thank you for pointing that out. There is a fake Chili Lucas going around. Please, guys, please, if you see these in other live chats, tell everyone there that that's a fake account, and just yeah, report that guy as impersonator. You have the option when you report someone on YouTube. You can report he's impersonating an account of someone I follow, and yeah, then it can help YouTube remove their account. Thank you. Andrew Durkiewicz, I don't know, sorry how to read your last name. Yes, if I ever get arrested or killed or anything, I will have someone who has access to my YouTube channel, and they're going to post my last will video, call it. Yeah, I will let you know if that's the case. Let's hope I don't have to ever make this video public. But yes, thank you for asking. Thank you so much, Andrew. Sorry, Taigu Lekju, can you send the link one more time? Let me make, wait a second. 92 Lekju, can you send the link one more time, please? So yeah, for everyone who is asking, I do live in Hong Kong, guys. Yeah, I do live in Hong Kong, and for me, this is my home. That's why I'm making all these videos, to be honest. Yeah, since I live in Hong Kong, that's the reason I learned Cantonese. And Z guy is asking me, are people going to be able to go to work tomorrow with all the stuff on the roads? I don't know. I think a lot of companies are going to tell their staff to, like, hey, if you want to take the day off, I mean, at least if you have a nice boss. I know some of my friends have already been told that they don't have to go to work tomorrow. J Margarita is saying, my sister is working in a primary school in Kowloon Tong. They smelled tear gas during the day. The kids got affected and my sister as well. I hope your sister and the kids are going to be fine. I hope they will let them skip school if things keep like this. The police is crazy, and that's why I mean, whenever I say tear gas should be internationally banned, guys, please, this week I promise I will start a petition to ban tear gas internationally. I know it's very hard. Some people might think I'm crazy, but just think about what we are talking about. Primary school students who have absolutely nothing to do with the protest or whatever are getting tear gassed. Do you know what kind of, like, the effects that tear gas can have on developing kids who are developing? They might develop chronic diseases, affect their cognitive development, and so many things. I think the use of tear gas is such an inhumane thing. I think maybe 30 years from now we're going to look into the past and we'll say something like, do you remember when we used to fire tear gas in cities? Yeah, I remember. We were so stupid back then. So I don't know what kind of thing. I'm sure they put something like cans, like aerosol cans or something that those can explode really, really loud. PCAS PvP Minecraft said, yes, if you have a good boss, but if where it's cool, the principal does not let us get a day off. Yeah, I know that a lot of principals in Hong Kong actually are like very strict, and they don't really care about the protests. I'm not saying all of them. I'm sure there's some principals, but most of the principals I know, I think, yeah, all of the principals I know of, like from my friends who are teachers, they say that their principals at their schools are assholes. Rena 2012 Fool is asking, I have seen the term 50 cents being used widely. What does it actually mean? So let me tell you the story of the 50 cents, everyone. 50 cents are like an army, a digital army hired by the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. They're hired to make fake accounts and go to Western social medias, for example, like Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and to put a lot of fake comments and Chinese propaganda. So an example would be like saying things like, in these kind of videos, the protesters are attacking people who have different opinions, which is not true, by the way. And they start to repeating it. They pretend to have fake conversations between them. They pretend to be like for example, I'm a foreigner living in Hong Kong and the protesters beat me up the other day. But if you read their English clearly, it's a 50 cent using Google Translate. They have like a booklet with sentences that they are told to post all over the internet. They post troll comments as well. They spread fake propaganda. Or CCP propaganda. And why they're called 50 cents is because the story says that they get paid 50 cents of a yuan. 50 cents of a yuan in for each comment or each reply they get or something like that. So 50, let's see, how much is 1 yuan to USD? So 1 yuan is 0.14 US dollars. So 50 cents actually is 0.07 cents in United States dollars. 0.07 cents of a United States dollars for posting hateful comments, troll comments, or lies around the internet. And I think it's very important that we all get familiar with the term 50 cent so that we can spread awareness about their lives. I see a lot of people, like when I was reading things in the in Spanish social medias in Spanish, people who were not very familiar with the situation in Hong Kong, they were like just believing everything these 50 centers were saying, like people in Hong Kong are killing grannies, the protesters are taking hostages and things like that, and people were like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh my God, these Hong Kong people are terrible. So I was there trying my best to like tell them, no, that don't believe this guy. This guy is a 50 cent, and I tried to explain them, and I told them that the best way they can know about Hong Kong is watching live streams. So please help us spread the awareness about the 50 cents. It's actually very important. This is one way that you can become a warrior in this information war that is going on in the internet by the CCP against the free world. Sorry, I didn't realize that I could like turn off the sound from the alarm, and I was just playing it, and I didn't realize I must have been annoying everyone. I am sorry about that, guys. Takuma Kanabayashi, hello. Fox Lady, yes, I was saying that, and yeah, sorry about the alarm thing. Jennifer, in Holland, tear gas used for big fights, hooligan soccer. CCP is launching disinformation war against freedom-loving Hong Kong people. Be alert. Thank you, Rocky Mount. Tao Go, please explain why the bank is on fire first. Sure. There is actually a picture that you can see online that I like a lot. It's a Citibank and the Bank of China right next to each other, and we can see the Bank of China is damaged while the Citibank is completely fine. And why is this? Because the Bank of China is the wallet of the CCP. And of course, if you're going to fight a tyrannical regime that violates human rights, tortures people, harvests organs, gang rape people systematically, killing millions of people in concentration camps, you have to do the fight financially. God is asking me, Lucas, who do you think should be the leader of Hong Kong? I think the leader of Hong Kong should be its people. I don't know. I'm not trying to make it like a funny answer or something like that. I really think leaders. I'm not sure if I like the concept of leader. I think no one should be like, I don't know how to explain it. I think everyone should have a role, and things should be delegated, and a group of people elected by the people should be the leaders of Hong Kong. Because no one can how you say it? Not drive, but no one can drive a ship by themselves. I think people have expertise in different areas. They have strengths and weaknesses in different areas, and that's why I think a group of people should be the leader.
話說我都唔知呢，其實呢度係邊啊？我哋而家周圍睇下。既然係咁，我哋就去。據説話呢度近大學站，我哋又去大學站又睇下啦。周圍行下啦。唔緊要嘅，最緊要係啊！大家中意睇乜，我話帶大家去睇下。
Jennifer, if you want to like change to a bank, I recommend you changing to Citibank. If you had an account in Bank of China, I recommend you guys changing to Citibank. I'm not sure what other banks are safe to use, like, but I'm pretty sure that CT Bank is going to be fine. Yeah, I think you might be sure to use that one. Storm Beats, hello. Yes, I almost every day. I try to do live streams about what is happening in Hong Kong almost every day. Probably in the coming week or 2 weeks, I'm not going to be live streaming every single day. But yeah, you can find plenty of live streams about Hong Kong in this channel. Please give me a second. I will be back very soon.
Hey, 前面好似好熱鬧喎，我哋過去睇下先嚇。前面有啲聲話光復香港時代革命咁嗌喎，我哋又去睇下前面發生咩事先。見到有個旅遊巴駛咗入嚟喎，好多學生都大叫啦，光復香港時代革命咁樣啦嚇。咁至於呢個旅遊巴係咩，我就唔清楚啦嚇。哦，原來入邊係一啲車咗一啲人上咗去嘅。哦。哦，呢度就係大學站啦，嚇。
Alright, guys, I am back. Thank you for waiting. Right now, guys, I'm gonna give a very short summary of what happened today. Universities in Hong Kong, and I saw mostly images from the Chinese University of Hong Kong. It was under siege by the police, literally. The police firing over 2,000 rounds of tear gas and thousands of rubber bullets, lead pellet bags, directly at people. There is a video where we can clearly hear a commander telling another police, saying, "There, shoot at his head," and then he immediately shoot at a protester's head. We can see by the video evidence that the police is breaking international standards by shooting directly tear gas canisters at people's heads. It was like a battlefield. It was horrible. There was such a huge cloud of tear gas that if you were trying to escape from it, you wouldn't know if you're going in or going out of the cloud of tear gas. I think if like you don't have a mask in that tear gas cloud, you could have easily died. The reporter is trying to go up a slope here in the Chinese university. He wants to take a look from up here to let us see.
舉高俾大家睇下先。我淨係見到有架列車喺度啦嚇，咁啊至於冇煙嘅地方我就見唔到啦，唯有去第二度睇下睇唔睇到啦嚇。
Right now I'm only getting these 4 live streams, and we have images from Mongkok on the 2 top screens. We see oh, be careful, the reporter is he's struggling going up the slope. Yeah, in Nathan Road we see the firefighters putting out some fires that were set on some like wooden panels. I would guess they're wood or something like that, outside a Bank of China. And we see that all their shops are fine and buildings, everything is fine. The only thing that is damaged is the Bank of China, since we can practically call it the wallet of the CCP. Like, I mean, here you can see here, this is literally a shop that sells diamonds, and people are not like looting it or anything like that. So yeah, again here we have another screen showing images from Mongkok, and here's more images from the Chinese university, and here as well we have a reporter walking in Chinese university, and we see some people up here up this roof. They're moving some materials. It seems to be like pipes or something. They are collecting them and taking them to the road so that they can probably use it to build roadblocks.
想唔上到去先？等我問下，哎呀，靚仔上唔上到去啊？啊，我攞住咁多器材都係算啦，冇上啦，由佢啦，冇上啦，我都係冇上啦，因為真係有啲難度，講真，即係睇唔到個煙係咩嘢，冇辦法，咁我又周圍行下啦，係嘛？ So, guys, I think if we see that things have stopped, I think I'm gonna stay for 5 or 10 more minutes, because to be honest, today I had to go to the doctor and I had an interview, and I had some other things to do. I was not planning on live streaming today, since like last time I we live streamed for over 30 hours, and I had very little time to sleep. I think today I slept like 3 hours or something, 2 hours, and yeah, I've been sleeping very little. I don't want to like get sick or anything, because that would not allow me to keep live streaming constantly, and I don't want that. So I think I'm going to wait for 5 or 10 more minutes, and maybe I'm going to stop the live stream and we're going to continue tomorrow maybe. So, but that being said, guys, please, I encourage you to go to Blackhead Down's channel. Go there and watch every single video. You can watch them actually in chronological order, so that you can make like a mental map, a chronological map of the things that have happened in Hong Kong and that have led to the current situation.
once that you understand all the events that have led to the current situation of Hong Kong, it will be easy for you to understand what is going on in the minds of the demonstrators. So again, let me put the link of Black Head Down in the live chat. So there you go. There's the link for their channel. Please subscribe to them and watch every single video. Of course, if you have the time. But if you have the time, please try to watch every single video. Try to watch them in chronological order, so you see how things have escalated, and you can clearly see who has been escalating things. Things that you should pay special attention to are the 12th of June. So write down these dates: 12th of June, 21st of July, 11th of August, 31st of August, 1st of October, and maybe 11th of November. Those dates are very crucial. There's a lot more dates that are very crucial, but if you wanted to somehow understand the pain that everyone is going through in Hong Kong, research about those dates that I just mentioned. Basically, is describing terrorist attacks by the police and the triads that the Hong Kong people has had to endured. So thank you all so much. I'm going to still stay here around for a while, but I was saying that now, so before people left. Also, I'm going to show you one more time some videos from my Instagram. I save a lot of videos in my Instagram, and I'm thinking making a video a week. Maybe we can call it like Lucas Instagram feed or something like that. And I'm going to show like the things that I see in the Instagram's accounts that I follow. So, for example, this was also uploaded in Black Heads Down video. Here you can see the police assaulting a pregnant woman. They just pepper sprayed a pregnant woman, brought her to the ground, arrested her, and kept pepper spraying her. Here you can see they push her against the ground, handcuff her. But remember, the guy who stabbed 4 people and also beat someone's ears off, he did not get handcuffed, he did not get pushed against the ground, he did not get pepper sprayed, nothing. And that goes for every single gangster, mafia, or criminal, actual criminal, who attacks people in Hong Kong. The police is not arresting the attackers. They are only arresting people who protest for their rights to be respected. Now, I have a lot of videos. So, for example, this one, it shows the police telling the crowd, telling the reporters, hey, record that guy's face because he's going to like disappear. He's going to like become a disappeared person. We see images that show what looks like the police spray painting a bus to incriminate the protesters. We see cases of police brutality. For example, also the police obstructing the ambulance personnel and the firemen who actually had to go to an emergency, were called for an emergency inside the station. They were called for an emergency inside the station, and the police insulted them and denied their access. And of course the people were saying, we support you ambulance, we support you firefighters. So yeah, I will keep sharing with you all these cases. Oh my god, this is graphic content. I'm not going to show it like in a big, here's blurred. But basically what it shows is the police said that it was a suicide case, someone that jumped from a building, but the body was frozen. The body was frozen, and he had his hands in front of him, stiff hands in front of him, like he was tied. How you call that? Rigor mortis? How you call that? Rigor mortis? Rigor mortis. Rigor mortis. Yeah, rigor mortis. When someone dies for a while, their body gets hard and stiff. This person who was found dead has his hands in front of him, like he had died tied up or something for a while. And yeah, the police still said, no, this is just a suicide. Nothing to see here. Nothing to investigate. Here's a picture that shows about the day I was telling you that the gangsters, thousands of gangsters in white t-shirts coming out to attack citizens, innocent citizens, including pregnant women. The police were seen talking with them, walking with them, shaking hands, collaborating with them. But this is important because the police publicly stated that a single officer had seen any suspicious person or person described what the people were calling 2,000 calls to the police that were ignored. The police were picking up the phone and saying, are you calling about the white t-shirt gangsters? Yes, we know. Stop calling. If you feel afraid of being on the streets, you have stayed at home, and things like that. That were actually phone calls that were recorded between the emergency hotline and the people who were being attacked by these white t-shirt gangsters. That happened in Yuen Long. So all these things I like to say. I like this. This is basically describing the people who care about things being burned, but they don't care about the people being killed. So for here, this man is saying, oh no, the wall, right? So this is like, we see a lot of people like this. Oh no, the ATM, or oh no, the turnstile. That's Carrie Lam, basically. Carrie Lam once made a public appearance, and she was crying towards a turnstile that, by the way, she didn't even know how to use. She was crying to a turnstile that was damaged. She was like patting it, and it was totally pathetic and disgusting. So yeah, I will keep showing. I show these videos on a regular basis. I show a lot of evidence explaining why Hong Kong is under a terrorist attack by its government and police department. And sorry, I haven't been reading the live stream. Maybe you guys are saying something like, "Hey, Lucas, we can't hear you," or something like that, and I've been missing it. Let me take a look.
聽到咧啲歡呼聲應該係啲踢波啊，運動場咁傳過嚟，應該係踢波入咗波嗰啲歡呼聲嚟嘅其實嚇。咁即係啲學生喺嗰度都幾開心啦嚇。咁同埋見到啲學生都安全嘅嚇。其實見到學生安全我都定啲，我都好開心。
Rocky Mount is saying, and yeah, I also got this information from other sources. The police is attacking the university, the Chinese university, to be a little bit more specific, because they want to take over the internet exchange center so they can cut Hong Kong off, or I think they maybe want to monitor everything. Storm Beats, you want the... Well, my Instagram... I don't post those posts on my Instagram. I basically collect them. I collect those posts, I save them, and then I show them, I go through them. I'm going to make a series of videos showing the Instagram posts. And I will put all the links to every single post on them that I show in those videos. So, but you still can... I usually share the posts that I save. I share them in my stories in Instagram so that you can actually go see them for yourselves and save them as well. So you can actually follow me on Instagram. My account is Chili Lucas. So you can just like my YouTube channel, you can find it as Chili Lucas. Give me a second. Here. My Instagram is Chili Lucas. Yeah, this one. So you can find my Instagram there. Follow me, it will help. And I will be posting stories of these posts that I save. So now, oh my god, guys, thank you so much for all your contributions. I don't know how to say thanks, guys. Really, I wouldn't be able to do this without your support. So let me say thank you one more time to N Lemo, or is it Limo? N Limo. Thank you. I am a Chinese, but not CCP. Wait, how do I read your there? I need some assistance with reading this. 中国不等于中共. The basically that means the China is not equal to the CCP, and I agree, and that's why I'm always trying to use the CCP term. Sometimes I forget to use it, to be honest, because we see it in words like Bank of China and things like that. But guys, let me tell you one thing. I love China. I love Chinese culture. I love Chinese food. I love Chinese calligraphy. And there is a lot of wonderful people in China. The problem is the CCP and how they are brainwashing the big majority. So again, thank you, Anne Limo. Please stay safe. Again, I think the fight for Hong Kong is not only for Hong Kong, but also for everyone who is under threat by the CCP. And I know that people in China probably are not able to fight because the repression and the oppression there is way too much. So the world, us who still are able to stand up and fight, have to do so. So Enlimo, thank you so much, and I totally agree with you. The China does not equals the CCP. EJ Kim, thank you so much for your contribution. Your generous contributions helped me to continue to do these live streams. Right now, I don't have to use my time in freelance jobs and things like that, so I can just focus on doing these live streams. Also, Patrick Wong, thank you so much for your generous contribution. Everyone who's been contributing, thank you so much for your generous contributions. Heng Gong Zai, thank you so much. Heng Gong Zai's message for everyone is thank you very much. Your translation is accurate and clear. Wow, thank you so much. We cannot rely on American government anymore, and its Democracy Act cannot save our life now. It's very sad to hear that, but I think, yeah, I don't know how much, to be honest. I don't know how much actually other countries can help if the CCP is like basically conquering the world through their huge market and companies are kowtowing to them. I personally, Heng Gong Zai, I think it's good to see some people supporting us around the world. But to be honest, yeah, I agree a little to some extent with you. I don't know how much the Human Rights and Democracy Act is going to save us now. Thank you so much for your comment and your contribution, and everyone else. Thank you so much. So yeah, guys, I think I'm going to sleep now because I'm getting very dizzy. Again, I don't know. I think in the last 5 days I have slept around 10 hours or something like that. So I think it's definitely not good for my health, and I should not be doing this. I mean, like the sleep deprivation thing. As I said, I was not going to stream today originally, but after seeing the chaos and how my brothers and sisters from Hong Kong were being brutally attacked and trying to get killed by the police, like the police were trying to kill them, I had to do this. And thank you all so much for staying, paying attention to what is going on. Thank you all of you who support Hong Kong. I still think, although even though the things I said earlier, I still think that international support is crucial if we want to win the fight against the CCP. I think when everyone from the free world can stand up against the CCP and the companies that kowtow to the CCP, I think we have a fighting chance. I think this fight has to be an economic fight, and we have a chance at winning it. So, all of you who are here watching this, you have my most sincere gratitude. Thank you all so much. Alright guys, so thank you all so much. I'm gonna mention a few names, so if you want me to mention a name, say something now. Leftover Crumbs, thank you. Meek, or is it my Hong Kong, my HK, thank you so much. Have a good night. Eric Chan, good night. Larry Onzing, good night. Justice John, thank you, good night. Yeah, guys, you can, LD's asking, is there any other live stream? You can keep watching the live streams. You can keep discussing about the live streams. If you go to our Discord server, you can find links and also discussion live real time about the live streams that are going on. Leith are fun Hong Kong, thank you so much for your contribution and your message. Take care, thank you so much. Say the same to you. Take care, please stay safe, and thanks to you, thank you very much. Nelly Cowards, thank you so much for being here. I hope a positive change with the elections will happen. Good night. Good night. GL Linda Santangelo, thank you so much. Nem Kakeho. I don't think it's going to be a good idea. I just leave the stream here. It's just going to like, probably it's going to go live stream unavailable, or something will happen, or Momo will step on it or something, and it will just make the live stream a very long video that is not going to be useful in the archive. But definitely feel free to chat with the people in Discord so that you can have discussion of what's going on the live streams. Max Nix, thank you so much. Bill Loin, thank you so much. Leroy Lee, Tom Lucifer, PJ73, Hugh Ming Lot, and everyone else. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Sorry if I didn't mention your names, guys. I'm like my eyelids are getting heavier and heavier. Have a good night, and yeah, I love life. I love all of you. I will by no means intend to take to end my own life, and all of you are wonderful. Thank you so much. Again and again and again, I just want to say to all of you, thank you so much. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, contributors, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye. Good night. Wait, can you hear me? I think if I start streaming again, it's going to like restart here. So yeah, I actually stopped the stream for a few seconds, but I was not able to say thank you so much to Hasegawa as well. Thank you so much, Hasegawa, and thank you so much, Chan Ares. Chan Ares' comment is: government put Hong Kong people and police on the table, and police are affected by Lucifer, by the Lucifer effect. Carrie Lam is such an evil. Thank you so much. I agree with you. They don't care about their people. They don't care about the police, and the police is doing anything they want. And of course, they get the support of the government because they are all evil. The police and the government are evil. So, yeah, guys, I hope you heard this because I restarted the stream before I actually ended it, but I actually stopped it in OBS. So again, thank you to all the contributors, and I will see you all soon. Good night. Adios.